All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Money Fridays. This is your dosage of financial literacy before you blow it on the weekend, you know? Make sure you take care of that money. And we've got a special guest in the house. Before that, my name's Temi Alchemy.
I'm Fred Santana.
And I'm VP in the cut.
Special guest in the house. We're trying to get you on for a minute, my guy.
Yeah.
We're trying to get you on for a minute. Founder, co-founder. Man said grime MC from them days, A-Rex days, when it was dangerous to wear them unless you was that guy.
Academics.
Is it Lot 29? What's that joint?
Yeah, that was the rip-off kind.
That was the rip-off joint in the market.
Iceberg.
Iceberg. But let's highlight people.
I personally weren't wearing it.
Yeah.
Only Lidge. But it was a bat though. It was a bat.
What was your lot's market called in East?
Roman Road.
Roman Road. Yeah, I've heard my mum talk about that.
Big up DC's, boy. That was your spot where you go and get your graffiti Air Force Ones.
Okay.
What was our market? Ours was
East Street.
No, not that type of market. Like a
Sunday
market.
Sunday.
No, where you like get drip from in that. There was one in like what was that?
What part of town?
South.
Are you talking about
Was it Wimbledon? There was one in Wimbledon.
Wandsworth Road, Sunday market.
No, we was
Sunday
kids.
market
We
is
was kids, like
Battersea.
Yeah, but what's it called again?
Sunday market, that's what we called it.
Some of them are just called
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, it's true. They ain't got no name.
They ain't got no name.
But yeah, look, founder, man said in Crep Protect, at home, hyphenate, gone from cleaning the shoes to making the shoes. And there's a couple other silent joints you've been involved in, which I want to ask you about, if you want to talk about that.
I mean, bring it up, we'll see it.
Yeah. We got Jason J2K Black in the place. Appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Man. Thanks for having me, man. Honestly.
Yeah, bro. You've been there for a long time in different ways.
I didn't even know you were a rapper.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
First of all, we called you a rapper. How do you feel about that?
Okay.
Nah, I don't mind. I don't mind, you know, because it was always like kind of, even back then, it was always depending on where your entry level was, where you saw me. Some people would, the entry level would have been me rapping somewhere or MCing somewhere on the radio or whatever. Like it was different because I did kind of like toe the line, like because at that time it was like you was one or the other, innit? I was probably like one of the earliest or the first to be that kind of leaned both sides. Only because like it kind of took me there. I didn't really plan to be that way. But like I would get hit up by the hip hop guys or come to this stage, come do this. And obviously I came up doing grime anyway. So I would be doing that, but then they would appreciate me over there certain times, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll just do some work over that side. So it was, I don't mind, man.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's a long time. You
The
didn't
long
even know,
time.
bro. That's crazy.
The name's built like a real email, though. Like, you know, you're like J2000. Like, that's what it is, isn't it? Like J2K.
You know,
like,
it was a tag. It was a tag I just used to do. J2K. And then there ain't no real like.
There's no reason for the 2K.
Like, it was just look good. You know, like when you're tagging, what looks good together.
Yeah.
Like,
The super S and
and
that.
how I would just flick it up and that looked good. Obviously, so yeah, it ain't a deep one at all.
All right, so origins. Talk to me. East London?
Yeah,
Bo?
yeah.
You sure? Are you really a Bo guy?
Sure.
Because everyone's like, grime started there, but I don't know how many people are from there. Do you know what I mean? Man will go there because that's where it started.
Oh, you suggested that? You're going mad. I'm an original.
Yeah?
I'm an original. I was outside before everyone. Just in terms of being outside, not like actively doing anything necessarily musically. But I used to hang around with a lot of older boys. When I was younger, my friends were a lot older.
Yeah.
So I was like the mascot around my people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was outside early. So my age wasn't even outside really. When I was outside, like from 9 and that.
9?
Yeah.
Early, man.
That's early.
Yeah.
Primary school.
I was outside. Yeah, I was
Did you
outside.
have braids?
Braids? Nah, never had braids. You know, it's so funny you say that. I was looking at my head the other day. I was like, I had no other trims, you know.
Really?
No other trims.
No, but what trims did you have? Just a fade?
Just
or?
a fade. Just a fade. And then like one levels, fade on one level.
You never tried the Ronaldo thing, World Cup thing?
Nah.
It was literally only
He said he tried it.
I did not express myself at all. But obviously, when I was a baby, my mum would have plapped my head them times. But nah, not as a functioning youth.
Not on your own thing. Not on your request.
9 years old being out in Bowden. So what were you doing at that age, bro?
So at that age, like, so I had a next door neighbor. She was like 4 or 5 years older than me, Serena. So I used to just be out with her. So I was allowed to be out with her. So she was the girl that was the man them amongst the man them.
Right. Got you.
Serena's that girl that can be, you know, we have to maybe say it on a girl for the man or whatever. And but she was that girl. She was that and her friends and whatever. So I was out with her. So I'll be outside the off license and all that. Or, you know,
on the corner shop
cage and all that. Yeah, so I'll be out with her. Yeah, or if they decided to go on their little motorcycle go ice skating, they bring Jay along. You get what I'm saying?
So you made them look innocent.
So yeah, I was outside like from that kind of time with them. So I got to see things earlier than my peers, I guess. You get what I'm saying? And just had those experiences outside the shops and.
Do you know what's funny is like chilling spots. You know, like cool man outside the shop. You got hella like regular civilians just wanting to go get milk
inside the shop, innit?
And they're just intimidated. Yeah, you're just in the way.
Yeah,
laughing loud.
Getting
like, wrestling. Like,
Just
random headlocks going on. Like.
They're just like, I just want my milk.
Like even on the blocks and stuff, it's like lucky enough where we lived, our block wasn't really like
that's because you had to get a gate to like there was gates to get in.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones,
certain ones
easier.
were open.
Yeah.
But then when I got a bit older, I was like, actually, my mum walking through this is mad. Like, man are just chilling on the staircase.
We used to
go.
What's them ones where like you can't just walk straight, you have to go in and out and through.
the like metal barrier thing.
Metal barrier thing. So any like pedestrian walking, it's an extra delayed walk.
Yeah, because man, I'm sitting
they gotta
on the
go
poles,
through that. Then it's long.
Nah, yeah, we had a square in it. So you know, go down to the square. So it's a parade of shops. So you got the off license, you got the video shop at the time. You know what I'm saying? You got whatever other shop. You know, they're like, nah, not even Blockbuster, Ria's. So Stradley Walk was our square where we congregated, you know what I'm saying? Where I was congregating with the older lot anyway. Bookies. It's one of them ones. So it's a big space. So it's not tight, so you can walk through. You might walk through and might have a little look, but it's not tight where you have to literally brush past people congregating, like, you get what I mean? So my mum was cool. My mum was respected, obviously. So she was one of the pretty mums in the ends.
Ooh.
You get me? So it was like, you know, you'd hear little whispers like, "Oh, your mum's nice."
I was gonna say the jokes.
I know a few guys that crashed one of the youth's mums and that. Yeah.
Let's not line that with what I was.
No. That's not what he was saying. That's not what he was saying.
Them were them like temper tantrum kids, because they knew their mum was probably getting crashed, innit? You know, so their temper's extra violent and that, but they're young. It's peak. It's horrible for them, but
So you and your mums?
Huh?
Was dad about or just you and your mums?
Yeah, so obviously they split, but my dad was in the area still. So
Right.
Still east. There, you know, they ones.
Right.
So obviously my dad's a sound man as well, so he was known and whatever, like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he played music, sound system, still does to this day, produce, engineer, stuff like that. So so music was always like
always
that's what I was gonna say. So when did you start actually being like, do you know what? Let me do my thing.
So obviously, music's always been in it from early. So like my dad, my uncles, like soundmen and sound systems and whatever, and then even my mum would like dabble a little singing and stuff.
She weren't that good though, innit?
Probably not. For real.
But you know when you got the equipment around you,
No, not even in the yard. You know, it weren't even in the yard. I just remember going to some sort of rehearsal one time. Like obviously, I'm mad little. I remember just seeing drums and things and like little mates and like doing little singing and that. I was like, I just wanted to play on the drums in some downtime. But I remember thinking, when I got older, I was thinking, wait, so was he trying to sing?
Yeah,
at that time I didn't know what was going on, but older, I was thinking, was he trying to sing?
I was trying to get a deal.
Was he trying to do something?
I thought you were just making noise.
I thought this was just a night out, you know what I mean? So music's been around me since the beginning, innit? Like, and then obviously your dad's friend, everyone's in it. I think that time, like, that's the thing to do as like the man them, because I got like my parents are relatively young as well, innit? So that would have been the man them's things to do music, just like how it is now, innit? So, yeah, I've just always been in it, man. Like always been around it. Do you know what I mean? And then like it weren't until a lot later though when I decided I wanted to get involved properly. Like when, it's when the scenes started to be something. Like obviously you had like the jungle scenes. I wasn't in that garage scenes. It was when like garage started transitioning into getting more MC based over these rhythms. That's when I could like identify with it now, because obviously rap at a point was just like an American thing. You know what I'm saying? And I weren't gonna be American.
Yeah. We saw that, like, I remember SAS.
Nah, we're talking before that. Though.
Even before that,
we're
okay,
cool. Way before that, so it wasn't even a thing to really, for me to aspire to. It's only when you see in like Pay As You Go and Heartless and that, do you know what I mean? It's like, mate, this is it.
Real.
This is it. Like, because I grew up loving rap and all that, but I can rap, I can do this on this though, like our thing, a UK thing, a London thing.
Yeah.
So so that kind of came later, do you know what I mean?
I always wonder like how you guys did it, because for example, anyone that's doing like music now, there's YouTube right there. You know that. Find a studio, pay whatever, even maybe record it in your house and just slap it on YouTube. Yeah. But them time they're pirate radio.
Yeah.
So what is that actually?
What is what?
Like pirate radio. What does that like? I always think rooftop, some random spot like.
It's literally that. It ain't no more, no less. It's literally like a spot that you can find. There'll be an antenna somewhere on the roof somewhere, and it'll just be like little. I honestly, some of them would look like crack houses, boy. Like some of them, you're walking through a kitchen, you're walking through someone's yard. Essentially, some of them. Like you come in and like you walk past a living room, you're like, there's people watching telly. You walk past that. You go into the next room, probably be in the kitchen or something, and then in there it's just, fag butts, cans, it's just dirty. You get what I'm saying? And then like that's all it was. A lot of the time, it really was that. There was one radio station. I remember you had to go through like a cat flap. Like
what? You like to crawl,
crouching and crawling into this box, because they're like what they've done. They've built a box inside the place where I guess just for soundproofing.
Yeah.
So all kind of
went through it, bro.
No,
I'd have given up on my dreams, man.
No, but you know what? The maddest thing is like that wasn't a turn off.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Shit, I'm here. Like I'm here. Like
through the cat flap.
You practiced all week to be
that
here.
That didn't matter. Like what it looked like. It's only in hindsight when you look at it down. It's like fuck, it's nasty places.
Yeah.
Nah, that wasn't the issue then. It was just like shit. I'm on Rinse. I'm on Deja, I'm on Raw Mission. I'm like, this is it. This is what it looks like. Okay, cool, whatever.
So Rinse was pirate radio.
Hey, you're about 12 or something.
Bro, I didn't know it was pirate. Because I knew like on top. That
was like 95.5 or something.
It's pirate. It was a pirate.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
That's how it got famous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even really know this new Rinse like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just know new Rinse.
I don't even recognize it. Nah, let's put it down. But it's like we know it as the pirate, man.
Mad.
Yeah,
Shit's
a predominant
crazy.
one though, like a big one.
Someone must have been like a mad scientist to figure out how to tap into the
How?
frequency wave.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then how did you even like get that message? Because now we're tweeters. And,
Yeah.
Like, how did you even?
Word of
Because
mouth,
I don't know
innit?
how I picked up to know. I didn't even know that it was pirate radio, because me, I'm just listening on my radio.
Yeah.
So it's like, how did I even know to like?
I mean, like, it's the resources that's what we had at the time, innit? Obviously, we can say that now because we have so many access points to the world. But then you just had certain things, and that's all that it was, innit? Like, it was the radio. Like, there was like you remember teletext?
Yeah, I remember teletext.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd go there to look for your sports results.
Yeah.
That's when people used to book their holiday on their things. I think, I can't remember, but obviously that was mad young.
No, you could though.
I know I used to look on there for the scores.
Yeah.
So these are just the things that man had in it. Like, so...
Teletext was mad.
It was all blocky.
Yeah.
Might be blue. Might
be red.
It looked like Snake, basically. So, yeah, like... that's all we had. So that was it. If you want to listen to music, you listen to the radio. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't YouTube. There wasn't all these things. So that's just it. Like, no more really to it.
Yeah. No really Looking back, do you think you was now when you look back, do you think you was poor?
I don't know if my mum's gonna allow me to say that. Pride. Nah, do you know what? Obviously, like my mum brought me up. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's always going to be hard for any woman 100%. On their own. Do you get what I'm saying? So you make do. Like I had a good family. Do you get what I'm saying? Like cousins, grandparents, and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say poor. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? It was rich in like love. What we had. Do you get what I'm saying? You know,
love. You know,
the boy is rich in love.
Soppy still. These
go pay these bills.
Go to your nuns. You go to your cousins. You hang out. Yeah. So like. It was like I would never look at it and be like, oh man, went right this, went right that. Like I just feel like that's a part of growing up. Like I don't think none of us were privileged kids to have what we wanted when we asked for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was just one of them ones. Like there'll be times when you can't have what you asked for. You can't get that toy. Take your hand off of that.
We weren't well off. We weren't poor, but we weren't well off.
It's normal, innit? Like it's just normal. So I grew up the same way. Like didn't have everything, but
did that start a hustler mentality for you? Because obviously a lot of these entrepreneurs that we're talking to, everybody started young. Were you doing the selling stuff in school?
Right. So when I was 6, I told my mum.
Primary school.
6.
Before he even hit the streets.
When I was 6, I told my mum I ain't working for no one.
Right.
I don't remember it. My mum told me that.
Where do you even get that from?
I don't know. I'm trying to understand where did that come from.
That's crazy.
I was sure I weren't going to work for no one. At 6, she said to me one time. So there was that, and then when I would go to like my nan's in the holidays, so I got an uncle that's like 4 or 5 years older than me. So I could so at the time I'm always hanging around with people that age anyway. From young, so I used to hang out with him when he was. Do you know what I'm saying? So he was someone that he was just hands on with everything, like to break things, put things together, find anything to do. So from there, man used to wash cars. You know what I'm saying? Make some money that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Go around up and down Forest Gate. And just knock on doors, clean cars. That would be a little hustle. I used to go on Teeth in Woolworths.
Woolworths is a spot still. That's why they went out of business, man. I don't know a single person that didn't take any something from there, even sweets.
Trolley. We used to walk with how brazen is that?
The thing is, some people don't know how useful them motherfucking trolleys are. That shit.
When you ain't got no car, because everyone's driving these days.
It's a box on wheels.
What?
Yeah, literally.
You're dragging that down Forest Gate, young as this old trolley, yeah, and we'll go in there. And just load it up.
Big business.
So I remember one time we've gone down there. We've gone on bikes though. Yeah. We've gone in there. We're doing that in there. We come out and our bikes have got teeth.
Instant karma.
When you get got
instantly. No chains.
No chains.
Yeah,
no
you just slam it down on the floor. That's what it was. Come out, just see. When
you think about it, I ain't seen bikes outside of shop in time.
That's because people are sensible now.
You can't
you gotta do that.
But at that point, you just see like 3 bikes laid out in front of us. Like you have to step over them to get inside the shop. I don't know if people are even using
people
bikes.
People bringing it in the shop now.
Yeah, in the shop.
What? That's mad.
All that kind of.
So you said you at 6 you said like to your mum yourself that you never wanted to work for anyone. Was there ever a point where it almost got like, I might have to get something?
No, I did have a job. I did that didn't last. It wasn't. So what did I used to work? Oh, so I was a pipe fitter. I was a trainee, I should say. I was a fully fledged pipe fitter. I was training. And so I did that for a little while. And then, was it before that or after that? and then I had a job in a sorting office.
Okay, post office, right?
Yeah.
No, not a post office, a bank.
Okay.
Yeah, bank. TSB. So I was in the post. That was just literally one of them monotonous jobs where it's just a night job. It's just sorting through checks.
Literally
7 hours. Elastic band. Put it over there. It's one of them ones. I saw some lottery checks though. That was always like
really
wake me up in the night like, oh God, a lottery check. Like, you get me?
What, like this is the check that needs to be sent to my man that just won or something?
I don't know which way it was going or whatever, but it'd be like it'd have the national lottery and then it had numbers.
So people
Yeah.
Mad. How much?
Oh, I can't remember, man, but I'd see like, not like the crazy one, but like tens of thousands and stuff like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, not the M's.
Yeah, because I was thinking they're not putting that through TSB.
No, like that. I think that's got to go a different route.
Yeah, like, but I remember saying like, what? Hang on, that's what I'd think. I was thinking, how is that? But anyway, yeah,
because that check might not make it.
So I had a couple little jobs for a little while. I didn't really have a job for a long time, but that was while I was playing football though as well.
Right.
So I was playing football. I think I was playing semi-pro at the time. I was playing for Tooting and Mitcham.
Okay.
Yeah, them times I was in South a lot.
Oh, I was about to say that's a bot.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So I went to college in South. I had girls in South.
What college did you go?
College?
No, I went to Westminster.
Okay.
But it's not open. I think they closed it down now.
And try to swipe up the South girls in there.
I was cleaning up. Fresh face and that. I'm different.
Back then as well, you ain't never seen no East.
Yeah, when you're in another area, everyone's like, "Rah, there's something about them guys."
Different.
Because we was in West, so they were like the South guys.
I'm the same as your guys, bro. I had some fun over there. So I had college over there, and then so I was playing football over there. So I was literally over there. I wasn't even in East for a period of time where I was just here to maybe just sleep and then back over that way.
there.
You know what I mean? So I was playing football and I had a little lesson. I was doing the jobs and stuff. So but that was like small points. That wasn't really forever long, maybe like a year if that.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
That was
What age was that though?
That would have been like late teens.
Yeah, college.
Yeah, you said college.
College,
yeah, like 17,
what happened to the
18.
football career?
ACL.
Yeah. No, do you know, it kind of just fizzled because I was like, I dedicated to football from 12.
Right.
So I was, you play for your local teams and whatever. And then you go on trials, you play at pro clubs, might not work out, you're back to your club thing. And you're just doing that. Like I was doing that for years. And then I think the last shot was when I went Leyton Orient for a bit, but then I broke my collarbone.
Oh shit.
And then I kind of just fucked it off. Sorry to swear. Right?
No,
that's
you're
cool.
good.
I kind of just thingied from there out of it for a bit. And I thought, and then I thought, then play football again. Then I played semi-pro. That's when I went to Tooting and Mitcham because I was over that way anyway. So I was in South a lot. I think I joined them through like being up that way in college and all that. So who was playing over there? I want to say, do you man know Den from RSGs?
Yeah, I do.
So he used to kick ball.
Yeah.
So I remember, I think we must have went up there the same time. So I remember me and him linked to play football. So I think, I vaguely remember, but I think it's around them times. So like, Tooting and Mitcham, I was there for a while. The youth team come up through there. And then again, it just kind of, I was just like, you know what, I'm not, the culture of it was not really a bit of me, like staying, mingling with the mums and dads and that. Like, I'm not there with my mum and dad. I just had to play football and co. Not to say I didn't I put all my effort in. Like, I was never slacking with football. I put everything in. I train, I'm on time, I do all that. But then there's the after part. With everything industry, you've got to do that schmoozing kind of. I wasn't into it. Like, I just, I wasn't even privy to doing it. I just thought, do your job and go home.
That's what it is for most of us until you realize that
that's what you need to do.
Other opportunities.
Exactly.
I'm glad you said that because people need to understand wherever you go in life, there's always that extra part that you need to put in.
Schmoozing.
Yeah, schmoozing.
You have to just go and have a drink.
You have to.
But this is why I was in Paris Recently, like I was just there to just do that.
Same.
Literally,
Same.
Same. Like I weren't there for the shows this time around or anything. I was just there to go and meet buyers, speak to people, just get intro to go down that strip where there's all the pop-ups and So back to that. That's just where it was, and then I was just like, like I can see people getting opportunities that ain't better than me. I'm thinking, it's because your mum drinks with the manager and that. You know what I mean? Might roll in one or two. So
like that. She's bringing sandwiches in the morning.
Orange slices.
The parents gotta be involved too, boy. Cool.
Dad's doing the goalkeeper session.
It's involved now. I'm answering to you. Yo, man's dad.
No badges.
So cool. When does it become a sense of cool? Not football, it's music.
So at that time, I was playing with the music at that time anyway. So I was MCing a little piece with my little friends in the area. But obviously at that time, because I'm from Bow, innit, you've got your big dogs at that time. You've got the pay as you goes and that. So we're just trying to come up. So I'll be, we're going there was this pub that we used to go and MC in the basement just to kind of practice, make a tape, listen to it back.
Remember MCing in the pub,
bro.
I'm finished.
That's some real East London.
That's some real East London. we was in the what do you call it, youth
center,
groups and that.
Pub basement, bro.
The pub
basement. Pub basement.
How did your first clash go?
Do you know what? I never used to really clash. Alright, so here's the thing. So I didn't used to clash like that because I couldn't really handle a man telling me to suck my mum. I know, before you get to say
I'm not on that.
I heard that, what's wrong with us on the suck your mum thing? What is it about
that was literally a trigger for me.
I know, but what is it about that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like the ultimate disrespect.
And it was flying around them times. Really willy-nilly. And I didn't like it. Honestly, I just didn't like that. But in hindsight, I'm looking at it like it is the sport of it, and you probably could have got involved in some more clashes. Obviously, on the radio now, if you're on the radio, you start just getting into a clash with someone going back. So that would happen. Do you know what I'm saying? But not where it's got to dubs and sending it from, I'm sending this from East London over to South or whoever it is to North. Go and hold that. It was never them ones. I didn't really do that. Obviously, there was some tunes where I'll send subliminals. If there was
no, but I mean radio clashes. You never had one of those. You did.
Yeah. But that would be with everyone.
Yeah.
So it wasn't when was your first clash with this person? It wasn't a massive deal. So you just get into it with anyone. So if you're on a set with whoever, you might be at Deja, Nasty Crews up there, whatever. Then you're MC, and all of a sudden
he just comes and starts
Sharky
spitting.
just come in a bit. I don't really like that. Where you come in there was a
bit.
Let me get that back when you're
Let me show you what I'm saying as well.
That was even the thing. The way you took the mic off someone was a whole thing.
Like you kind of dragged that a bit hard, I don't know. So then you'd want it back straight away. Or man's you're MCing. A man's hands here, waiting
for the thing.
You're there,
pass the mic.
I've seen man slap their hand before. Then no one's fighting. No one's.
You know when you're trying to get your last few bars off and you're just leaning off to the side, just man, that's the lean the mic over to give it over.
There's unwritten rules you need decorum when you want the mic.
Jarring. But that's what I'm saying. But really, that's just all it is, isn't it? Maybe I was just. A bit overthinking it a bit. I didn't like certain things.
Who'd you send subliminals at though?
Do they know as well?
Enough, man. To be fair, enough, man. But only but not that just out of the green. If they were if they were saying something, if they were doing the same thing, and I can kind of catch it.
Is that me?
You kind of
or
is that us man over here? I'm sure that's us man over here. We live over that, so whatever. I think the last probably I sent was maybe to I think it might have been was it Bloodline? Yeah. There was a point where so Roll Deep. So I'm in Roll Deep.
Bloodline's all H and that, innit?
Big H.
Big H.
Prez T and all that. Big up Prez T though. That's my guy. But at the time, I'm in Roll Deep at this time. So we're on this commercial run because we've got hits now. Like I'd agree with made some hit records and they've gone number one and all that. Obviously commercial and all the ones there. So at that time it was that that division like commercial. But at the same time everyone's trying their little commercial one, but didn't work for you. So now you're on the sour side because man's one worked. You get what I'm saying? So people would like you get you hear little subs and that. You're like, what's going on? But then I remember they just started going for Roll Deep for some reason. There was no issue. There was no issue. There was no didn't even know them. Knew them through Skepta. Like we knew that was his like kind of at the time. But anyway, so it was like, where's this coming from? What is this? But they kept on. But they were on a come up, so they're just thinking, let's just do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they were doing that. But I'm thinking, what go on for this? Whatever. But at the time, at the time we're flying, so we don't actually care. We're hearing it or whatever. But then afterwards, like, what is this? So then I just started
sending back,
doing little ones and twos. But again, like didn't really turn into that because it was nothing. Like I'd seen man out one time, and walk on, like walk on. Oh no, it ain't that. And the man explained, didn't it? That he explained what it was, and from then it's just blessed.
I'm saying?
Again,
just trying to do my come up to.
They're doing that and whatever. But at the time, just think, stop trying to come up off a man. Like, but again, it's the whole. In hindsight, it's the sport of the game, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, once you're in, you can be a bit sensitive because you're artist, innit? So you are sensitive of your art. And anyone trying it with your art. So, but again, there's this whole. Because remember, this derives off of sound system culture and all these things. So clashing is just a part of it. Like sending for it is what it is. So yeah, man, fun times.
What was fun times. What did the revenue side of a commercial track look like for a group the size of Roll Deep?
Yeah.
Because man don't even know how many members you got.
Bro, I didn't even know you were in Roll Deep.
I
didn't even know you were in Roll Deep.
Virgin out there. Guy ain't never touched a mic saying, let me on something.
So I'm Roll Deep.
So obviously Roll Deep had so many people rotating through it over the years. Like enough, like so much
Bare churn.
So much
churn
man
was
can
high
say
over
there
it.
was Roll Deep at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like enough, man. Like even like down to your Skeptas, enough man was Roll Deep. Like little deep, like there's enough man that passed through anyway. So how does it look like? So at the time we was doing the number ones, there was like a core of like, because I had joined just before that. I joined off of the. Sorry to digress. I joined off of the back of like, I didn't even. So Wiley had wanted me to join Roll Deep for years prior to that, years. So it always hit me like, and these times it would just hit me on the phone like. No, through people that I know. So we had a couple mutual friends in the area. So it'd be like, hit my man to hit me.
Tell him join Roll Deep.
Join Roll Deep. Or then got to the point where it just hit man directly. But at that point, I'm just trying to establish my name still. So I'm thinking jumping into a group, even though that was the hottest group at the time. I just wanted to, you get what I'm saying? And obviously we had the affiliations anyway. I'll jump on tunes with them. Like I'd done a few tunes on their debut album. Actually, but like they got cut because I wasn't in the group. That's when it got time with the label and
I
got cut. So like tunes like Heat Up and all them. I was originally on that.
Yeah.
So but
So was you involved?
Prioritize the members
at
the time.
Was you involved in the like label discussions, or it came out and you wasn't on it no more?
Yeah, no, I'm not involved in none discussions like that. That's just because I'm not even a member.
Them type of man just make a tune.
And this label's decision or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And even like even if it's the group, like you need to prioritize your group at the time. So remember, that's probably not on the tune because I'm on it.
They got to get put on.
Part of the thing. So there's that. But anyway, so it had come around to then. So what had happened was me and Titch used to roll. So me and Crazy Titch used to roll. We were doing a lot. It was called The Alliance at the time. So we'd do a lot. And we just linked organically just through actually, he's got some family in my area who are my mates. So one year we've gone to Iron Napa and we've just linked like that. So we're just hanging about. Banter. That's just because we just love ramping. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going all kind of places.
Let go.
So cool. So me and Titch have linked. We're doing this. We're running up and down this country, shows, doing whatever, like and whatever it is. Obviously, what happened to Titch? Got sent to jail, And then, but then off of the back of that, like it kind of got a bit weird for me as well, because I guess just the association in it, like obviously, and then weren't getting booked, like things were like
bit of blackbally.
It seemed like it. It seemed a little bit weird. Like, I'm like, okay, this is what's happening. So then I just kind of fell off of the music for time, and I'm just outside now, just not doing music. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, I'm established. I'm J2K these times. So
Yeah.
If I see anyone, where's the CD? Where's the mixtape? What's going on? Anyway, so I decided, you know what, I need to get back into this music thing. I need to just focus a bit more, knuckle down. So what I've done, I've hit Danny Weed and Target and Roll Deep, and for beats. Because obviously, like I said, from the area, it's not like they're strangers. I'd be around there sometimes anyway, just hanging out with them, man.
Yeah.
Certain times. So I was like, yo, I need some beats. I'm going to start a new project. It's like, Danny's like, yo, just join Roll Deep, man.
Yeah.
Can you come and join Roll Deep now? Like, I was
Can't keep sneaking you beats, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
while he's doing
like, just join, man. Just join. I was like, you know what? Yeah, because they've got a studio as well at the time. They've got their base. So it's a place where I could just be at. I could just stay in the studio. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how it come about, me being in Roll Deep. So I've gone there, done that, and we're just rolling out now. But these times, Roll Deep are kind of trying to work their way back into a rhythm again as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So then doing that, put out an album before the commercial stuff. It's kind of lukewarm. But then out of the green, Wiley's popped up with these singles. And it's like, yo, they've already been signed. Like, oh shit. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Cool. Boom. Number one.
What one was that?
Green Light.
Green Light?
No. Yeah, Green Light. It's a tune called Green Light. And then, cool. So you know what it's like with the label. Need another one.
Yeah.
There's another one. Good Times. Number one again. Like you've been grafting all these years. Bars. You thinking, just this, 8 bars. Like, just quick, like, say anything. Say anything. Yeah. And it's just, this is what's happening. So in your mind, in your mind, you're like, rah, okay, cool. We could just do this, get the exposure, and then you just bring it back our thing, like what we're doing.
Yeah, right.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
That's not how the label works.
Nah, make another one of those shirts, man.
We need these. Yeah. So we're forcing it. We're there making mixtapes on the side, like, and it's mad because obviously at that point it's like, you think people are understanding what you're doing. They're not understanding what you're doing. They're just like, what are you man doing? Why are you doing that, man? Like, come on, just make more of this. Then when you make more of that, it's like, but you man do that.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Yo.
You still want the streets to love you.
The gift and the curse. The gift and the curse.
When you're not brass, everyone's like, he's washed.
Yeah.
He fell off. Why didn't
He
you
fell
should
off,
just
man.
kept on doing
Sell
that?
out, son.
Streets ain't paying, man. The streets
What?
ain't doing nothing but bigging you up.
Yeah.
Or dissing you on the gram forum. Like, you're just going through that thing where it's just bare shoulder pats.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Like, obviously you do that, but it's like, you got this plan to just, all right, let's do this to bring it back to that, but so we can come back with some money in our pocket and some exposure, and we can bring our music to a bigger platform. That's what you think you're gonna do. But like I said, labels have different plans. They don't work like that, and they just want more of this stuff until that don't work no more. And that's just what happened, innit? Like, it happens. We had a little good run, so we were back-to-back number ones.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
then,
for sure.
You know, you're touring, you know. So back to answer your question about how does that divvy up with the money.
Yeah, the divvy
It's
up.
like, there's enough, man. So, but it gets thin. Like, it gets thin sometimes. I mean, at the time it's decent because you're like, so for us, there must have been about, let me see, so it's me, on the road touring. It'll be like me, Scratchy, Manga, Flowdown, Breeze, maybe like Carnage, DJ, maybe Target sometimes, but mainly Thingy. So maybe about 6, 7 of us on the road with Tanya, the singer. So
Okay.
yes,
So Wiley
yeah.
weren't really touring with you lot?
Nah, why did it go
Yeah, because
missing?
when I think about it, he wasn't really involved. Once it
Gone
was
missing.
like,
He bought the single, said, have that, we're gone. Like, kind of thing. Like, he's got missing. But he's doing his own, like, he's got singles. Remember?
Yeah.
Number ones on his
wearing my Rolex. All them
he's just
things,
working. He's just up and down the country, bro. Like, so he's just doing his thing, and then so yeah, like, it'd get divvied up. It'd be like you'd come away with a good couple grand show, like, each.
Right. Okay.
Like,
cool.
So maybe like 2-3 bags.
Right.
That's
Right.
okay.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
that's
right,
good.
right.
Each. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I said it was decent because you do a couple shows a week.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 a week. And then, but then it does slow up. Then the fees does start coming down, and it's like, right, 8 bills, 3 bills. Shit. That's what they call declining. The tunes them have run out where.
Yeah. So from there, is that what started you going? Like, when did the business side of it come into it then?
Okay, so with that as well, so obviously you sign a record deal as well. There weren't much in that, even like in the advance. That's whatever. But what I did, I'll tell you what I did. So separately, I signed my publishing separately from the group.
Did you tell them that you did that?
Nah. No, because I wasn't on the business side of anything to do with Roll Deep. That was more like Danny and Target kind of handling that stuff, point the call and dealing with that stuff. So I wouldn't really know what's going on all the time. It would just kind of be presented like, we've got a deal. Here's a deal, everyone sign it.
Right.
Here's a publishing, where. So, but I've always been a solo artist anyway, so I understand the industry a bit more than like maybe some of the other boys at the time. So like, it was presented to me that I can sign a thing. So I didn't really realize, I wasn't planning to do that, but it was like, you can sign a thing. You've got #1 records to your name. Like, you're a writer on #1 records. You can get a publishing deal.
Right.
So that's what I did. I signed my own publishing deals.
Who came to you and said that?
A guy called Suge. So he's just like
Suge.
You know?
Suge, big up Suge. He was an artist manager. He managed a few people at the time. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, man knew him. He was always about that. So yeah, we done that deal. So I done that separately, and then yeah. But at the time, we're still touring. We're still doing things. But I'm privy to this now because I've had prior experience being like a warm-up act with an artist called Gemma Fox.
Okay.
So when she had come out, she was a signer. She got signed for like £1 million or whatever it was, big deal. And I was a mixtape artist at the time, so I'm coming up on the street, but like my mixtape had been like warming up the place. So people, my name's like ringing in the labels, like A&Rs are interested, like they're sniffing around everywhere. So you know what they do? They put that kind of up and coming with that artist on their tour. So I'm warming up and opening for her. So I got to see the workings of that. Do you know what I mean? So then when I saw that when that's up there and when that declines. So I've seen the journey. I've seen how it happens. I've seen what it looks like. I've seen how the conversations change. I see how the phones don't answer. And it goes from having your name plastered all over coaches and to yo, I just need a bit of marketing budget for the thing. Like they don't even ring out, you know. The label will ring you out. I saw that. So I was thinking, okay, cool. So I've always noted that. So when it was man's time now, to do, I've seen that. So I've seen that plight and I've seen how it can happen, and I knew this was gonna happen because this don't last forever. So I was kind of aware of that. So signing my own deal gave me a bit more money in my pocket to be kind of a bit more secure. So we was doing that. Like I said, fees are coming out. You're getting like 3 bills now in the show and that. Fucking hell. So what I did, so that's when started Credit Protect. Because at the time, like I was in Harrow a lot, and I'd met this guy over there, and he was just this guy, man. Strange guy, just like he had an office in his shed in the garden. I was up there a lot, and I didn't know anyone up there except my girl at the time.
Right.
So when she would go work, I'm just in Harrow. So I got friendly with this guy, like, and he's like, he wasn't the kind of guys I hung around with at all, but he was just someone who, like, he's interesting. Like, he's always got ideas. He's always like kind of doing something, and he's got the talk. So I just kind of go down there in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll go in his shed with him, sitting in his shed.
Life is mad, you know.
But it shows when you're outside your comfort zone, like when you're just open to new experiences.
I would go, like I said, there was periods where I was just in South, like I've come out of the area.
Yeah.
In South, meeting people, having different like
bigger
interactions
perspective of life.
Yeah, like so I've always been that person. I'm not really in a box. Anyway, so this guy, and then I don't remember like the whole journey and pattern of it, but like, long story short, we've met some other guys, and then we've got this solution, and it's like, so it's this solution that is like kind of, like it's in a lot of products. To be fair, like that you find products in B&Q that have this kind of things in it. It can be used for different things. Do you know what I'm saying? The idea for this was like, no, we could use this on trainers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like to protect trainers. It's a protector. Like some people protect bricks with it. Some people spray on satellites, but obviously there's different strains of it.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's the same thing though.
Yeah.
Like we can do this for shoes. So it was just literally kind of from those interactions I have in there, meeting this guy and doing this thing. We started Creptech. So I've got some money still. It was like, so we've all just put in, and listen, it wasn't even big money. Like, it might have been like a bag each or whatever. It was just put in
How many are you?
to get the cat. There was like 4 of us at the time.
Right.
And then to put it in to just build, to get some samples done and get like our first kind of little order in. And that's it. It just started from there. Like literally just started from there, sell it online. Well, I'm still active at this point. On the music scene. So I'm everywhere with this. Like the thing ain't even got a flipping rap yet. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just demoing this white can. I'll be everywhere. I'll have it on my shoes. I'm like, yo, man, them come check this. Boom, boom, boom. I'll be at all the festivals. I'll be at shows. I'll be like, you know what I mean? Just showing everyone. Take a picture of it. Let me film you on my BlackBerry, like whatever, like, and just doing this. But this was getting the word out. Do you know what I mean? And then just kind of attaching it to the culture because it was us that this is who it's targeted at. Like us, man, like to keep our shoes clean. We like to, you know what I mean? And it was slightly. That was my transition. I was transitioning without even really knowing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the music's slowing down a bit now. Like I'm doing this more. This is getting busier. And before you know it, I haven't even made a tune in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing this. So, it was just that. So, obviously, in early stages, it's all just about marketing and promoting it. Do you know what I mean? Before you can start getting real orders and getting retailers involved and getting it to that level. So, that's really what the start of it was, just doing that. And then, like, one thing leads to another. So, do your first trade show. And then from there, you might meet your first, like, I don't know, there'll be buyers there from like Selfridges, different kind of places that come to look at brands, see what's new, take on. So we met a lady that worked for a company that works brands. Like, so he might license brands from America, wherever, just sell them here, whatever. So that's what they did. Took on the brand, tried it and that, and whatever. So trialed it out. He's got links to retailers and stuff. So we just kind of worked from there, have it in little small shops, gets bigger. There was do you remember a shop called Bank Fashion? No. Like it was a retailer. I think JD owned it at the time. It's gone under now. But they were like the first. So there was a girl. What's her name, man? There was a girl on the internet. It's funny because it turns out like one of my mates used to see her sister. Anyway, but like that wasn't known before. But anyway, she worked at Bank and she saw the product. And brought it in there. And that's kind of where it started in terms of the retail, in terms of like retailers seeing it. And so that happened. And then obviously they watched for the performances in there. Right. And then like other retailers, because what a lot of retailers do, they let the feeder shops.
Yeah,
they
of
go
course.
hang.
Right.
And they'll tell you as well, like, it's not even like a secret. Yeah, they'll be like, nah, we wait. And then, because they know they can change your life. Like, this could be cool, but we could change your life, so we just wait. So it done that, and then JD will be monitoring those performances, and then they will trial it out in their shops, right? And then it'll start performing well. I'm just kind of it's a lot more, but it's like in a nutshell kind of thing. That will happen, and then so once it's in like your foot asylums and that, like you're on the map now, so then Foot Locker are gonna want to sniff around and all these things, and then you're just going on these meetings. You're going to the HQ in the Netherlands, and you're going everywhere to just have these meetings, and
So it started as a white can. When did the name Crep Protect come into it though?
So that was always the name. So we had that from early, like, but man will probably just a big black sticker and kind of just slap it around the tin. So that was always the case, because obviously that was just that's our slang term. For crepes, especially if you're like Caribbean, like our grandparents would use that word. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that's how man know the word. Like it's like, yo, put on your crepe, go to church or whatever. Like, so that's where we get it from. And then it became London slang and UK slang. You know what I mean? Like, your creps. So it just made sense to do that, to just kind of, because you want to build an identity, don't you? Like, kind of like, no, it's from here, and it's people would have an issue with that, like some retailers before they know, and they'll be like, it might be an issue down the line. People don't understand it, rare. But when I saw it used on Coronation Street, that's when I said,
what? Crep Protect?
Someone said crep. I remember the guy saying, did he say Crep Protect or crep? Like, he said one of the two. Yeah. I was like, if you listen to people, when your heart, when you know,
say, change it to Trainer Protector.
Yeah, when you know, and obviously at the time, this is like a long time, this is years ago now, so it's like, you are, like, I am the demographic, I'm the consumer, so we know more than you're telling, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like you say, you go hang, you wait for it to be cool, so no point you telling us then what it should be called. I hear them because they, no, I don't hear them, but I know why they say that. Selling things a certain way. Cool. But yeah, it just kind of snowballed from there. Do you know what I'm saying? And then from there you start, going into different territories. So you're going to America, you start with like maybe some, agents. So you get people that's on the ground out there that know retailers or know the right people to get it to. Like, so essentially what I would have been doing here in terms of like, yo, hold a can, use that or take a picture with it.
They'll be doing
They'll have people over that side that can do that, that know that's on the ground people. But then also that would have ins with retailers and the trade shows. So we will go over to the United States and do a lot of the trade shows over there.
Who put you onto trade shows?
So that would be like the agents over that side.
But I mean, like when you first went to a trade show, like who told you, there's these things that you go to?
Because that's not common knowledge.
Yeah,
I found out about that through someone that is in that industry.
Yeah.
But
no, do you know what?
It was an accident.
The first trade show that we did here was through, there was like a PR, I think it was a PR agent who had, it was I can't remember the name of the company. I think it was based in Camden. And I think he had set it up
So he saw the product and he was like, yo.
Go to a trade show. Exactly. And then how much was it around? Because obviously you'd have to be an exhibitor.
Yeah.
At the trade show.
I think the thing, I think he patterned it. I think we got like either a discounted rate or it might have been free. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So they were, that's their kind of job to kind of do these kind of things.
Yeah.
So I think that was the case. So from there, that's when you get the understanding. Because that's the first time I've ever done these things. So I'm there and I'm like, okay, so this is what happens. So I'm seeing Joey Essex is in there.
Yeah.
He's opening a shop at the time.
Yeah.
He's fresh off of, that program. Well, Joey Essex and his missus, they're both on the show. She had come and saw it. She was gassed. They're just opening their shop. They wanted to take some. So that was great kind of profile at the time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he would have it in his shop. Like, so when Towie was on, he'll be in his shop. You'd see it in the back. And he put some big POS in there.
Yeah, of course.
Big. It was so obnoxious. He didn't mind it. So
he's from Essex, bro. That's what they do.
Like, and it was velvet.
Yeah. That's the thing.
It had a screen in it. Like, it was mad. So you're catching that. So, these little looks would help. And that's off of the back of the trade show. You know what I'm saying? Them seeing the product, them taking it on. You'd have
So you mentioned something there. You had a screen on the thing. Yeah. Was that just because you needed to demo it?
Yeah, so it would be a screen showing you how it works. So like, so demos of me. Like, catch up on the thing.
Was that ever like something that they said would be a problem? Because I watch like a lot of Shark Tank and they're always like, but this is a problem because people can't see that on the shelf and know, okay, it's going to do this.
Yeah.
Like, did anybody ever say this is the issue?
Made the conscious... So why Crep Protect kind of worked how it did is because it was something that could be seen before you even buy it. Do you know what I mean? So shoe sprays had been around long before, do you know what I mean? But it was an afterthought, it was something that you upsold once you've brought your crep to the till.
I feel like I've been doing that.
Why do you want to add this? You don't know, you're just going off of this person's word. So with like social media at this time, we've got social media, like we can make videos on our phone and stuff like that. So it made sense to make it a very, very visual product in the beginning. So that's how it kind of separated from any other product that was similar, because it was visual and it's in your face and you saw it before you actually got to buy it. And then you can do all the things you want with it. Like you can make it out like it's a magic trick, because for some people it looks like magic. if you're just seeing, excuse me, if you're seeing ketchup just rolling off of a shoe.
Yeah.
Mad. So we made that the base of everything we did. Everything has to be very visual. So this big unit that we had, sorry, it had a screen.
You got water if you want as well, bro.
Yeah, let me have water. It had a screen in it. And that was just because,
Yeah, to show the demo, just so that people was like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
They know exactly what it is. They see it.
They'll
If
sit
it
there and
looks
watch
like
it on loop
magic,
for
I'm
ages.
buying it still.
Yeah.
And the Foot Locker ones used to be cheap as well. Like they didn't
like
do that.
£3 and that.
They didn't do this kind of hydrophobic stuff where the water just go like. Because I remember in science, that's why when I heard about Crepitech, I was like, okay, it's probably just one of them cheap ones that they just added. Maybe Foot Locker just because they used to just have a silver joint that looked like Foot Locker, and then it was like Crepitech. I was like, oh, whatever. But when I saw it do it, I said, oh, I remember them teaching this in science, like hydrophobic, hydrophilic. If it's hydrophobic, it gets rid of the water. So I was like, oh, this is some real science shit going on.
Contact angles and you know, how it will bead up depending on how much like hydrophobic solutions in it. Some will just some drops would be like whole. Like and that determines how kind of protective it is. Do you know what I'm saying? If it kind of was, if you drop something and it fully balled up, you know, you got the good stuff. Like it kind of just went like a semicircle. It's decent, but you know what I mean? So all these kind of little things. Anyway.
How much formula testing did you do though? Did it not work at the start?
Yeah, for sure. Like do a lot of R&D, like back and forth, like just getting new strains of the spray. But then you know you have to get the balance because it could be too strong, and then you just mash up your shoes, or like you know leave residues and things like that. Like I said in the beginning, this hydrophobic solution is used for things outside of footwear and materials. You can, it's hardware stuff. Like people will spray it on satellites so they don't rust, and bricks and all kind of things like that. Do you get what I mean? So you got to find that balance. And obviously these factories, they just make it to how you kind of need it. So it'd be a lot of back and forth to kind of get it right, and then you just take it from there. You know what I mean?
I like the way we went. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I just wanted to know, like, just so people know, like, what was the like journey time, like from when you started with that idea to when you got into like JD and stuff like that?
I'll have to check my Instagram, but because I'll document everything.
Like
moments, like so say like from maybe about 4 years maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. 4
years from conception, yeah? Like from the shed?
Yeah, I'd say roughly. I'd have to double check.
Roughly.
We're
not quoting you, but just to kind of understand like
roughly around
how that kind of got there.
And at what point within that 4 years did you think, okay, this is going to be a success? Was it like
No, you know, I'll be honest with you, and it sounds thing, I was convinced from the beginning. I said, this is...
It's magic though, isn't it?
This is your baby.
Like, if you spray something and you saw ketchup roll off the shoe, you'd be like, this is gone. The man will buy this.
We need that, exactly, because I'm excited. I'm a fan.
White Air Ones, we need that.
We need it for everything. So I was convinced from the start, like, you know, like just get us in this retailer and you're gonna see, like. And the thing is, it did, because like, you know, a lot with the retailers, they will trial you out. So they'll trial you out in like some of their worst shops. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, little volumes and whatever, and then see how you do. But we was just superseding that quickly.
Right.
It was selling fast. So it was proof in the pudding, because I know they'll be apprehensive in the beginning, like even just down to the price point of it. Yeah. Like you said, that a lot of them will be like £3 and that, maybe £5 max. Yeah. This was £10.
Yeah, so that's a lot on top of a shoe.
This is too much. Even retailers have said like at the beginning, like, this is too much. We won't sell this.
Yeah.
Like, our demographic is chav. I won't bait up the retailer, but
that's what they said.
Our demographic is chav.
Fantastic.
You must have felt sick when Balenciaga started doing dirty shoes, though, innit? Where's the trend going?
One thing I would never back is dirty trainers.
Yeah, they were selling them like that. It's like,
a few brands did now, and I'm just like, this ain't fashion for me. I'm sorry, not where we come from.
And when consumers are lazy now, innit? Like for me, I'm like, hey, bring that, because then that means I can just wear what I like.
Listen, people follow fashion and they do whatever they're told, especially with these powerful brands. Like, if they're saying dirty shoes is the thing now, they're gonna wear dirty shoes. They tell you, you know, you gotta put a stick up your ass. People are gonna do that, bro. Like, it's mad, bro. There's
only certain, like, Air Forces, I'm sorry, like they could never make a dirty Air Force.
I don't want to see
bro.
no
Like,
speed hump in your. And it's so sad because like you rock your Airs ones, yeah, and then it's been half an hour and you're like, oh,
yeah, it's mad.
The whole shoe is fresh, you know, just that front bit, you're like,
What about the change of the landscape though? Because I feel like now, like a whole detailing of trainers is a thing now. Like getting your sending your trainers to someone to actually clean your trainers.
Oh yeah, so yeah, things have really pressed on since like, you know, even just starting with like Creptech. There was brands before like Jason Marks and that, like even they were like, and if I'm really honest, Jason Marks was a brand I've always liked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like aesthetically, just how they kind of are out there. But yeah, like just from like cleaning through brushes and stuff like that, like they've gone on to like, yeah, you got the whole workshop.
Whole service.
Now, like,
and Selfridges is a whole spot.
Shop, yeah, Sneakers ER, big up Sneakers ER. Yeah, like you've just, it's become a whole thing now. Like the game has changed. There's been that demand for clean crepes now. Man did that. You get what I'm saying?
So you out.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
So how much was made, bro?
Never discussed.
You should have seen the car outside. It's crazy. That's what I said.
What are you saying?
Damn liar. This
But you know what? Not to say specific details, but it's like, for example, the difference between like making money in music, and of course it's different. Everyone is successful in music in different ways. You know, you got to the likes of Drake, Central C. There's different levels to it, as opposed to when you might have started. Like it's very different. But the money that's made in a product, like what can that look like? What kind of turnover are you seeing? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it can be interesting. Like, so all right, so just to kind of give you a gauge, like, so in like say 2016, it was in 52 countries. 2017, 52 countries.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just to kind of, you can have a think about that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
£10 a can.
You do the math.
Nah, but like, yeah, I remember there was a point. I remember there was a point when like, you know, little milestones and that, and it was like, right, we turned over like, it was like, I think it was like quarter. Like, I think I even MC'd about it one time through, and it was like, quarter mil, quarterly, you can't talk to me.
Yeah.
Somebody just took his mic.
You know, they're like, what are you even doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here, man? You don't need to be here,
But like that's turnover, and that's not what's in your pocket.
Yeah, obviously.
Like,
Yeah,
just as a number to
turnover numbers are great. It's great.
Sounds wicked.
You don't need to know my
obviously
outgoings, man.
And that's the thing, like when you, like I said, 52 countries, you got a lot of outgoings.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a whole operation.
It doesn't mean that's in your pocket. You know what I mean, you're still just on a wage. Like that. So yeah, but you know, the companies doing bits,
doing well. So that's important to also understand. Like, the company could be turning over millions, but that don't mean that everyone's out here just millionaires.
No,
do you get what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Like, a lot of companies end up being like making a loss in like their first 5 years because there's like a lot of money going into marketing and stuff to actually get your name out there.
Retailers want more products.
Exactly.
They're demanding more products from you, so you got to create more. So you got to put a whole load of money into doing that now.
Yeah.
So like the stakes get higher. You might make more money, but there's more to spend on that. Do you know what I mean? So it gets like that. So it's interesting.
Any interesting money over there. Any tips in regards to like working with big retailers as well? Because you might have met them through trade shows, but like I know that a friend of mine is going to be actually shout out Badlands as well. I know that he's looking at certain retailers like Selfridges, for example, and he's been in there with other brands, but it's like they might be like, oh, we take it off you and then you get like 50% back. It's something like that. Like they have to sell over 50% for you to. Yeah, there's sell through. That's it. Yeah. I think it's a sell through thing.
I mean, there's different setups that people have.
Yeah,
like, you know, even just down to sale or return. Like,
that's
kind of set up where it's like, you know, give it to us, we'll sell what we sell, what we don't sell, we give back to you.
Right.
Or you know, people are on 90-day payment plans. Or, just it just depends on your business where it's at and what they want to do with you. Some people can look at your business. Some people look at a new like business that's untested and have all the faith in it and just give you everything you want up front, or they will just, you know, be careful and be like, all right, sale or return, let's step by step. So it just depends, man. What conversations you're having, how persuasive you can be as well, I guess. Like, I mean, it's always good to have someone that's got experience. With that, like with Crep Protect, right, we definitely had that in a guy called Steve Spalacy. Like, he was definitely the retail guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was he a friend of yours, or you just hired him?
No, so he was the guy. It was his company that first saw the brand at the first trade show.
Okay.
Right.
So he had a representative from his company that had seen it. She brought it into the company. Right. And from there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But he's got all the contacts at the Foot of Silence of JD. Like, he's from that world for years. He's established. So like, invaluable. Do you get what I mean? Like, you know, cool, it's all great. Like, you can build a brand. Like, I'm good at building brands, creating things, getting the you know, like, and making it ours. But you need that, man. Like, 'cause I didn't have experience. Of course, I had no experience over there. Do you know what I'm saying? So
teams, you need
definitely
a team.
try and get someone, like, that can do your talking for you and kind of bring it in.
Got you.
Was you present at the talking? Like, did you learn? Was you present to learn things? Like, or
100%. I wanted to go everywhere. You know what I mean? Just to shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you might have been the founder, but you're shadowing. Like, you know, I'd like when we go to America and stuff. Like, Steve will come and that, but like, I'm just watching Steve. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's my company, but he's the guy. So
I'd watch Steve and just see how he's conducting conversations, just the schmoozing. Like, he's the guy. He can do, like, you know what I mean? He can do all of that. So it's just, you learn to what you have to do, man, and just the small things that you might not think of. Like, you're gonna have to take these guys out for a drink.
Lunch and dinners for sure.
I spent a couple of, bro. One time we went Vegas. Trade show in Vegas. Trade show in Vegas. Oh, we've gone there, and so we're doing that little schmoozing. Cool, go to the club. We get a table, bruh. Listen, the company card weren't working, boy. It wasn't bad.
Oh no!
Are you serious?
Company card weren't working for some reason. Or it was maxed out, Saturn, bro. They're trying to impress, do the schmooze.
Got to log into the Amex.
That was rubbish. I was looking around. I was like, this is rubbish. Man, trying to sneak up to the cash point, trying to get see what can rustle up. And I was thinking, this is shit. This is so shit.
How did you get out of it?
I went to another table, bro.
He said, I can afford over here, man.
Well, it's funny because I've just come out from Fashion Week of Paris, and like one of the guys that I'd bumped into over there, he remembers because he's from another brand. Yeah. And we got introduced for the guy I was with, and I was like, we met, innit? Like,
I recognize you from somewhere.
You know, Vegas. Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you came over to our table. I was like, yeah. We was out that night.
He doesn't even know why you came over.
We was out that night. Yeah. He knew some of my pals as well. Yeah. So I, kind of blended with my teammates and that team. Yeah. Fade out, boy.
I see. Right.
Oh my gosh.
So from Crep Protect, is Hyphenate the next thing?
Yeah, for sure. So this is like the natural kind of progression for me. Like I say, like when I ask, why did you want to do this? It's like, who hasn't wanted to make a shoe?
Yeah.
Loves shoes, you know what I'm saying? Who hasn't wanted to, we want to do this. So this has just been me like realizing, let me do this now. Like, I mean, it's at a point where I've had some sort of experience, you know what I mean, in that kind of world. Not say that it's going to mean anything going forward, because like I'm learning now, like there's a whole new landscape. There's new people at these companies. There's new buyers. There's new, like, you ain't got them relationships again with certain people because they're just not about no more.
True. Movers and shakers is a thing.
Yeah, that's why I went to Paris. I'm like, you know what? I need to start getting back on the hustle and just, who you need to be talking to again. Do you know what I mean?
When the plug leaves, it's painful.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the plug, but like, it's
but
just time.
What I mean is like just your contact leaves and you realise that was actually the one person that plugged me into everything, and now they're gone. It's like, I know there's football politics. It's like once the manager goes, certain players are like, shit.
I ain't gonna play again.
I'm never playing again, bro. Like, you realise your situation as soon as that person leaves, innit?
Yeah.
So no more than one person's like so vital.
So this is it. So I'm just like, you know what, cool, let's do this. I've kind of like, I've looked at the process and stuff like that. And, funny enough, like when I was thinking about it, 'cause I've been thinking about doing it for years. And then when I thought, all right, let me maybe start looking into this more and how I can do it. And then my designer, I didn't know him at the time, hit me on Instagram. And he just hit me. He's like, oh, I'm a designer. Like, if you want to do shoes and stuff, like, shall we link up and like?
He just randomly messaged you.
Just randomly messaged me. Just randomly messaged me, bro. And then but he was just out of university, so he's not like, you know what I'm saying? He's just he's at Central St. Martin's.
Right.
And so he was out there, and then what happened? He's come out there with that. I thought, you know what? Come on then, let's link, let's sit down, let's talk. Let me just see who you are in it, like what you can do and stuff. And then literally from there, and then he must have got a job at a Fit Flop.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he was working there. So he was still building his experience. Like he's still like everything's still kind of building. He's kind of relatively not new to the game, but
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we just linked and just said, all right, cool, I've got this idea. I want to do this. I want to do this like this. This is the concept, blah, blah, blah. And we just sat down and just started designing the shoes. You know what I'm saying? But obviously there's a technical way to draw things. And obviously that's what he can do. Do you know what I'm saying? I can sketch. But with it, like because there's a whole concept to it. I want that to kind of transcend through the shoes and build a language through the brand. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's an understanding. It's not just like something that's just come out from nowhere, fling on the shelf. Like I'm looking at a long-term thing with this. Like you buy into this brand because you just feel affiliated with it. Do you get what I'm saying? So hence like even down to the name, a hyphenate. I just thought it's great time just off the back of the pandemic and things like that, where people had to realize, do you know what? Like one job ain't really, like this is not the day of our parents and that where they're kind of just in a job and comfortable,
stay there,
secure. There's no security. So not to say that makes you become like multifaceted or anything, but I just think we're just generally more creative. There's more things to get into or where your talents can lean to. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like we're in that era even more so now, and I feel like people are just that anyway without even knowing there's a title to that. So if people don't know, a hyphenate is someone who's just multifaceted, multifunctional, and just transcends through different spheres. Like, so that's a lot of people. That was even our mums and stuff, and they have to be the dad, they have to be the chef, they have to be, what I mean, they have to do everything. My mum, I'd sit and watch my mum wallpaper the whole house. You know what I'm saying? On her own. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, she wasn't a decorator. But she learned to decorate.
There was no TikTok. Watch it there and learn.
Bro, so so it's just a case of like, I just think we are in that time of like, multiple money streams. We're just in a climate like we're in a crunch. Like we've just got to make things work. And in my mind, it's just like we're almost like it's like we're athletes. Like we're athletes. We're literally running around the city. You know what I'm saying? That's our track and field.
Rat race.
Do you get what I'm saying? The rat race. Do you get what I mean? So I'm just like, I just want a brand and a shoe that kind of represents that for us. Do you get what I mean? Sports luxury though. Like, so it's not something, I don't want to pigeonhole it, but if we're just like placing it somewhere, it's like, it's the shoe that, even if you are an athlete, like it's a shoe you wear after you played your sports and you shower, dried up, put your drip on, and you're gonna wear these. You're not gonna put on your dry fit, whatever, your fly knit. Like necessarily, like you want to wear this shoe. You want to step out. You got a couple meetings to do. You got to be in around the city. You know what I mean? A couple launches to this evening, free drink events to go to.
You can wear them for all of that.
You know what I mean?
It's giving Series A funding and that. We just got our funding, like tech guy.
You know what I mean? So it's that shoe, man, to kind of represent that person. Do you get what I mean? And, obviously that's been my life for time now. Do you know what I'm saying? I've transitioned so many times through things, and just like, but I'm not the only one. Like, there's enough of us. We do this. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just want a brand that represents that. And this is what this is. This is literally just the beginning, though. So our slogan is, we don't run track and field, we run the city. And that's it, man. Like,
is this just you?
Yeah, this is just me at the moment. Yeah. This is just me. So
Yeah,
therefore says the most comfortable shoe I've worn.
Yeah, very, very comfortable.
That's the USP for me.
Thank you.
In terms of like
thank you.
comfortability. Yeah, like there's a different space in them. Like you know, like it doesn't.
City Walkers as well, innit?
Yeah, those joints. I got the grey joints. Yeah,
I got them in grey.
Yeah, could do with a white joint as well.
For the summertime. Nah, therefore like man's got all types. Adidas, Nike, New Balance. But these ones.
Yeah.
This New Balance, Nike, then Adidas in terms of comfortability, man.
Yeah.
Adidas can pinch sometimes. Big up Adidas, not.
Yeah.
Nah, I hear you.
You want to really wear them. Like, you want to wear it, but it's
back here.
Converse, rock bottom.
Oh,
is
forget
Converse.
about
bottom, bro.
Nah, they got better.
They definitely got
way
more
better.
comfortable, but for sure in the wintertime, forget it. You're barefoot.
Nah, I
basically.
still had it.
Swear down.
It's better than it used to be. That's all I can say.
I agree.
bottom.
but
Because
it
I
was
remember
crazy.
back in the day, toes are finished.
No, it was horrible.
I was never a
yeah.
Converse guy. You know?
Yeah, trust me. It's a
Horrible.
tough one still.
Horrible. But
easy.
talk to me about like startup costs, because let's say, for example, Crep Protect was maybe 4K. You're doing, and that was also people chipping in.
Yeah, that was, and I'm not to say that it cost 4K to do. That was
Not
literally-
but in
that's
terms
the
of like
initial
when
order,
getting that,
to do
yeah.
something,
Like,
but,
what's the start up? What's the like entrance point here with a shoe?
Yeah, so with this, it's
And you
kinda-
didn't go cheap on these either.
Nah,
you
so-
didn't.
nah,
You didn't spare no.
Nah, I've
let's
gone
cut
kind
a
of high
corner
quality
there.
because that's what I want to represent. Do you get what I'm saying? Like high quality person. Do you get what I mean? Who values their work and is about their work. So your shoes need to represent that as well. When you're stepping in to the boardroom at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. And then you got to go over see where the funding's at 2
Mm-hmm,
in Shoreditch or wherever it is.
Series
whatever
A
you got to
and
do. So
that,
like I mean, so all the materials are sourced from Italy. Like my tanneries are gold rated, the first gold rated tannery in the world. And then,
A tannery, dude.
yeah, so that's where all the levers are
Okay.
Right.
produced and whatever. So then, and then they're made in Portugal, so they're constructed in Portugal, put together in Portugal.
Right.
So yeah, if you know anything about that kind of world, Portugal is
what, yeah.
where Portugal, Italy is where you're known for your quality. So that's where I've definitely gone with it for sure.
So we talking like 5 figures to start?
Oh, so to start, and that's the thing. It's not cheap, man. Like it starts expensive.
Yeah, it's a shoe.
Relatively, so there's all even just down to like, so you gotta like, your trademarking, all that. So you gotta do that straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? All your trademarking, your sampling. So with this, it's like it's a tough industry in terms of like, you need that relationship. You obviously like with everywhere. So if you ain't got that relationship, which you don't in the beginning, you're just kind of hitting up factories and hoping they can do something, but they're busy. They're going to be putting you to the side. They're going to like, you know what I mean? They're going to not have time all the time. So you're waiting time for whatever you're trying to do. But like I said, anyway, you're sampling, that's going to cost because you're going to try different factories as well. Going to try that one, try that one. And you're not gonna get it right first time. You're gonna have to keep doing that. So that's thousands. That can go into the thousands. Do you get what I'm saying?
Got you.
And then like once you got your samples right, and then you want to go into production, depending on your volumes, the minimums, and obviously where I'm, what I'm using is like the high quality stuff. So it's not even just the cost rate is.
So China's never been like.
I've tried China and I've just because the thing is you can get because look you got brands like Balenciaga that produce in China on the low, like Prada, they've done it. Like brands go there, but they've obviously got some different China.
Not the one you get access.
The ones I can find.
Go and build the factory out there.
Like every time I've tried it, man, it just hasn't really come across yet. Like that's not to give up on it, but it's just not. It's not the thing, and because you're lured in by the price, but you think, oh, that's a good price. But then
and the quality comes out.
So then with this, you know what you're paying for, you're getting it, you feel the quality, you feel like it's just. So you're gonna have to pay more. So even just at cost prices, like this costs more than like people's shoes at cost price. So, you know what I mean? A lot of brands like what they're retailing for. So you got to factor that in. Then you got to do your order, which that goes into can go up to 100K. Depends on what you know what I'm saying. Like, So I'd say I probably, I said they're all different and what their minimums are. So I'd say at least, if you've got a factory that's going to work with you, I'd say at least maybe 25 to 30 bags. 30 bags, I would say.
That can kind of get you started.
That's just for your order.
Yeah. Right. Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Got you.
Right. And that, whatever that minimums is. But I'd say around safety, 30, and that's with your delivery. But I haven't even factored your sampling, so you've probably gone into maybe 40s.
Right.
Who knows? So yeah, like I said, it can vary so much just depending
of
on
course.
where you go.
Of course.
And then funnily enough, so with these, I've done all that. And then because I was gonna go into retail from the jump. But what happened is that retailer got bought out like literally weeks before I was about to drop. So we had all the plan with them where they were going to roll out all stores, all windows.
Politics.
Boom, 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 boom. They made an order. They did an order. They did a decent order still. And so they did a decent order, got bought out. So I'm like, shit. So what happens now then? So they're like, the guy over there, blessed guy. He was like, honest with you, it's like, you just, we're closed now. So we've got all this stuff here. We've got to get rid of it because it's no longer used to us. I'm like, shit. So I've had to buy it all back.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because I can't trust where it's going to go. This could turn up on the market.
It's
a new brand. I can't have that.
Imagine that. Because they're going to be selling it discounted.
They'll just, you know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. But just even where they're going to sell it. Like, it's just, it might not fit with what, because I've turned down retailers because it's just not the right fit for man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it fits there right now. Maybe it could do something down the line when it's big and
you might have different lines of it as well.
You know what I'm saying?
Might be a more lower price point for certain lines.
At this stage,
I
couldn't really do that, so I had to buy it all back, man. And that hurt, man. Still, not gonna
buy your own shit.
It was a lot. It was a lot. So that I could have used for marketing. I could have put that into, do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Are you in retailers at all?
Nah, so I'm straight. I'm D2C at the minute.
Nice.
So just online, and we're doing it like that. Like I'll do a pop up every now and again. Like I did one when we first and I did a pop up when I dropped the whites. Those are good. So I really am looking to I'd love to have a little store, like a little pop up store that I can have for a good amount of time, maybe like 6 months or something like that. Because I just believe, man, like with luxury goods, man, you want that experience as well. Like online, it's just cold, innit? Like,
I want to leave with the bag.
I can't lie. If I spend a decent amount of money, I want to go and get it.
Kind of want to go and get it.
Going home with a bag.
And it's a new brand as well. Like I keep stressing, it's like you're not even familiar with it like that just yet. So I'd rather go and see it in the shop, touch it. You know what I mean? And have a look at it, rub the suede. Like, oh, that's actually, you know what I mean? That's dope suede. You know what I mean? And get a feel for it. Like I'm about experience as well. Anything I do, I like to create an experience around product and what 100%. We're doing. So
have you done any like Instagram marketing or any of that?
Do you know? I need to do more, man. Like honestly,
do you feel like you do?
Yeah, 100%. Because I haven't nailed it, and I'm not. Me personally, I'm not good at it. Like, like the algorithm, I don't know what's going on with the algorithms. Things. I don't know how it works. You just got all these adverts all day saying, if you just do this, spend that, and we will. I'm like, everything just seems like a scam.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But it definitely works because for me, like a brand like Axel Arigato, I didn't know, but this is where there's a double-edged sword. You
spent some money on Axel,
I haven't, but obviously this is what the issue. This is what I'm going to say because obviously I know about it because of that ad. But also because of that ad, I was like, it's an Instagram brand. So I was like, why am I going to pay this much money for an Instagram brand?
True.
So that's where it's like...
Cole Buxton got me though.
Cole Buxton.
Yeah, you know about them.
No, what's
CB got me.
He don't know much, does he, about it?
Nah, he doesn't.
Oh, what, the clothing thing?
Yeah.
Okay, now I've seen them ads as well, but again, when I see them on Instagram, sometimes I'm like, I'm not sure. Like, I'll swipe past.
Big on quality as well.
Like, is that something you thought about? Is that, like, if I'm start doing this Instagram thing?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm really hell-bent on just building something like organic. Well, obviously, nothing's really organic these days. Everything's kind of required to push through. Ways like cool. So I get it. I'm not against it, but like I'm kind of in between. Like how I'm trying to find a sweet spot on where I find that where I can you can get that organic, you should get a feel for the brand. You can buy into it as opposed to just seeing it and buying it. I really want you to understand the brand as well. Do you know what I mean? Rather than buying it like, and then like just so you're a customer, like you buy another pair at some point, like you feel like, all right, cool. Like, you know how we're just religious to Nikes and all these things. I want that.
Yeah. It's been over some years.
Let's wheel it back a little. What made you move on from Crep Protect?
It was just time, man. Like it was just time for me anyway. Like it's just
Time why? Like, you don't want to dive too deep into it?
Nah, because people are jarring. It gets like that. Like, you know what I mean, with people and stuff. So yeah, it was just that time.
So you sold it or
not completely?
Yeah,
but yeah, we're in motion.
Nice.
All right, cool.
We got the vision for Hive in it as well. So and that's just you as well, isn't it? So it's all your vision and direction.
Yeah. No, of course. Like that's my strength. Like I feel like, you know what I mean. Like with that, like building a concept, building a brand, and you know,
No,
but you got
product. So that helps. Yeah. And then of course you as a person as well. Once you meet, you talk to you like, rah, okay, cool. And then when you see the product, it's like, okay, it's something I actually would like. So then supporting is even easier that way.
Well, and this is it, like, because that's the thing. I don't, you know, we are in an age of people are just. I feel like a lot of people are just creating just to create things because they're like more vanity project than anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's this for people like, and I'm always careful. I don't want to be that person. Not to say I'm even perceived that way, but I have that on my mind. I don't want to come across like it's similar to what you're saying with, like, you know, you see brands, you think that's just an internet brand or whatever. Like, there's people that don't know, so I don't want them to think that it's just another thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So at least I can do is try and provide quality. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I owe you for your support. Do you get what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't want you to just put on something because you just like, a man spoke to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that can add, but like, you know what I mean? Oh, he's a cool guy. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Like, I want you to like it as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You have to make a good product.
Yeah, that's my duty to kind of build the best that I can. And this is just the beginning, innit? This is early doors, but obviously everything needs support and needs that elevation, and that's what we're working on.
Yeah, for sure.
At the minute, you know
we're somewhere else though, because like there was a point where it was like, yo, imagine. I mean, now and I still think it's mad. Like, you know, okay, Skepta had a shoe with Nike. You've done certain collaborations, all these kind of things, and I'm like, I remember you just go to the shop and you just buy, and that's it. Now you can actually buy from. Like, everything man's wearing almost is from people that man knows.
Yeah, we're involved.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
for the most part.
Oh, and listen, I got a patch in my beard, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We can sort you out.
I need some milk.
We can sort you out. But for the most part, it's like we can actually shop from our brethren or people that we know. Oh, they're from there. Like the Clints, the Badlands, the Hyphenate. Like, man knows, that's the owner there. I shook hands with him. I know him. He looks like me. Like, it's very different.
But this world has been going, like, this has been a world for a separate set of people for years. Like,
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We've never been privy to it or into it because it's just a different world.
Yeah.
But that person who makes them things just walk around in those environments.
Yeah.
That's thingy that.
We
we ain't used to having that.
Yeah.
This is what we need to
Before
get used to.
Before we wrap it up here, let's talk sports right quick. Let's start with who do you support though?
Liverpool.
Straight. Yeah.
Come on.
You got a shrine over there.
Oh, yeah. We love that. Yeah. We love that.
I understand why you would. You was around at an era where they was, you know, like.
What are you talking about? No. You know what's mad? I've never seen Liverpool win the league. Like, I've never seen it. Like, that was the first time.
That was the first time.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
Because Prem started 1990, what, 2?
Oh, but you know, we saw like Division 1 wins and that.
I wasn't about.
Nah.
He thinks I'm a mummy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I never got to experience none of that. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, Liverpool was.
But you
like,
saw Champions Leagues though.
Of course.
But what's bigger for you then?
Obviously, the Champions League was massive when we got it because that's the biggest trophy I've seen us win.
Yeah.
Like, I witnessed it. I lived the journey. I was, you know what I mean? And then obviously the league after that. And then when we did the Champions League again, it's kind of like, yeah, but we did this.
That's what the thing is. It's because we done it before.
We did
it's
this.
like,
How many of you lot got 3?
No.
6.
Yeah, massive. What kind of disrespect is that, man?
He probably knows it's not that.
I said 3.
I said 6. Right, now, obviously, but you wasn't around them times, innit?
Nah, not for the other
So like,
ones,
how
nah.
many of you?
I've seen 2.
Seen 2.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what I meant. How many you've seen 2?
Yeah. I think, what are you trying to do here, bruv? Like,
I've seen 2.
Listen, forget the camera. How much you see? Oh my god.
But yeah, you got the Stars League.
Oh yeah, listen, Stars
So
League,
tell us
man.
about that as well.
We got money, man. So yeah, Stars League is something that's every Mondays. It's a league, innit? That's not every Monday. When we start the season, it's on a Monday night. It's just the best ballers around. Just come down and just have it out, man. Like, honestly, it's a dope league, man. You need to come there. If you ain't familiar with it yet, follow Stars League on the Instagram. You'll see what's going on. Like, we get all kind of ballers come down there, man. We got, you'll have semi-pro ballers, couple slide pro ballers. Have a kick around in there. We got Anton Ferdinand. He has a team in there. He plays sometimes. We've got like young pros in there. Yeah. And then we've got like specialists at 5s and 6s. So we have like, England players that play in it.
Right.
A lot of the England team play in it actually.
So at that Iwobi tournament,
he brought some ringers. He brought ringers.
Like
Yeah. He brought ringers.
So now we need, because like
he brought ringers.
They played it, bro.
Ringers.
Like, you played your team, innit?
Are we?
Nah, relax. But nah, listen.
Like,
we didn't even have kit. You know what I mean?
Listen,
not that I thought it was.
I came for charity.
I
came for charity, bro.
That kit ain't even a tool.
Nah, it's a tool, man. We have to look proper. Feel, you have to instill fear into the ops. Like your kit needs to have a sponsor, Nightic,
a lightning bolt.
Like
bro. Yeah, you damn right, bro.
You gotta look like a unit. Do you know what I mean? We look like a circus out there. Like everyone's got
Bermuda suits.
Khakis.
It was crazy. Like obviously cool. It was like pitched to us like, well, he's running a thing, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Thought it was a little like,
Yeah.
Joke thing. Not like a joke thing, but I thought like, let me put my teeth like first.
I thought it was gonna be other podcasters as well.
I just like bringing Brendan. I thought you're gonna bring
show out because I'm not a regular podcast. Like, I'm a baller podcast.
Exactly. Man saw Bay Tees. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I understand them, man. Sunday League is the max. I thought it would be.
Right.
And then obviously I knew, okay, Iwobi's probably going to bring some people. No problem. Then it was like Stars. I didn't know about it. I was like, okay, cool. That's probably someone's brethren. Harry Pinero's got a team. Cool. So I'm thinking we might just get to a semi.
The Love Islanders were there. So
right.
Like,
Danny had a team.
Then they threw us in like the other, they threw us on the far side, and there's like Arsenal player thinking, what's going on?
Yeah.
I remember he whispered it to me. He was like, hey, that guy there. Arsenal. I said, what? I said, we're playing these guys, bro. What are you talking about?
There's definitely. You see, you got to be careful at all tournaments now. Just don't ever get because it's ring essential these days.
It must be.
This year, I'm calling people.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm calling. It must be.
It's not just a light kick around no more. I'm gonna shaft my little skills that used to.
Nah, bro. I did my leg in that tournament.
No,
he's not playing this year.
He was joking.
He's not playing.
When he saw me in a boot, he said, "Wait, what? Is that for the tournament?"
Yeah,
I said, "Yeah, bro. I did my Achilles, bro." That's what happens when you play with pros, bro. It's crazy. That's what they put.
We wasn't clued up. Like, so he's the assistant next time. He's not even playing.
I can't. I wouldn't.
My goalkeeper was a weed smoker.
Yeah, the thing, when you start knowing the level, you start thinking, do I actually want to play?
Yeah, bro.
Maybe I'll be supportive.
Because it's not a kickabout. It's actually not a kickabout to man. Man were really playing to win that joint.
And they're like 17, 18 and that, innit? So I'm like almost double the age in that. And man can't run like they run. Like, when you clock, my body's not the same
anymore. See, this new generation, they're built differently, man. Like, they're athletes. Like, when man was that age, man weren't that athletic.
Nah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Man would still go smoke or something after.
Whatever, and fit, whatever, but they got different. Because the way they train now and how everything's so specific,
everything,
bro. They're working parts of their body to do this. And listen, man didn't train
strength and condition training and that.
Exactly.
Man are doing the leg up on the box thing.
Yeah. The man got facilities to even train like that. Man were just kicking ball in ends, and man might make it like
talent.
Man have talent like.
So this year you ain't doing us dirty like that, man. I'm gonna load up the ringers.
That's Iwobi's tournament. Man didn't set you up.
No,
we knew what was coming for. Man coming with the boys.
At this rate, we might just be managing our own team. We
Like
won't even be on the pitch. We'll just be managing bare young Arsenal players.
So like at Stars League now, so like we've got like so Harry Pinero's in the league, Avellino's in the league. Big up Avellino because he's probably the only one that plays every week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of man will just do the management team. Might not. You know what I'm saying? Like we've got all the boy like Professor Green's down there. Big Zeke's, I love Big Zeke's team. They're vibes, bro. Like, like I don't know, even Bushkin's got a team. Like there's enough teams that come down. But yeah, it's a good league, man, and they're just building at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, come true, man.
So when's it kicking up again?
Next February. February got a tournament.
Okay, well,
we're gonna do a tournament. Yeah,
we'll bring a team. Like, what's the deal?
You on it?
Yeah, like it's all patterned already.
I don't think we might find. Like, I'll double check. I'll double check where we're at. But yeah. So yeah, come down because you know who said they're gonna come in this one. I'm just bait. They're gonna come in.
Okay. Yeah, I saw he posted something the other day. Yeah.
So
I know he's gonna have ringers.
He's gonna have ringers. 100%.
I messaged. I said, "Come, Starzy." He said, yeah, come. All right. So I said, all right, cool. Because a lot of man, like, sometimes man just think, oh, you're all right, or how you entered the award.
Yeah.
You know, and then you come and you're like,
sea levels still.
Boy, it's fast. I stepped on one time and I was like, oh my.
The play was mad.
One touch in that, it's like, hold on a minute.
I'll just give it away. Like, I don't want to get involved in that. Just touch it, pass, you do it. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing this again. My heart was burning, bro.
You taste
and
blood.
It's hard to accept that because, you know, I'm just a baller, man.
They're like that. They're not seeing me in my prime and you're like, nah, you let
I
you
remember
see
what,
me.
you know Dwayne, Dwayne Jones, Viz?
Yeah.
He's like, but Jay, why are you playing? Don't mess up the you man. That's why I don't kick, because he's a baller as well. That's why I don't play. You mess up the legacy. I said, that's true, bro. You're gonna go there and get twists up. You're gonna hurt yourself. You probably end up hurting yourself. It's just like there's not even an excuse for it. It wasn't even a crunch.
You taught something you didn't know you had.
You just ran and you did that. You just rolled over your own ankle. I did that a few months ago when we was kicking about. I did it twice in the game. I said I gotta go home, bro. No one did nothing to
my
me,
legs
you know?
no more.
Man's not even mobile no more.
Connect no
They
more.
don't connect
The
no more.
biomechanics and that is just not. It's not working.
Even with ball, I think people were comparing Kaka to De Bruyne, innit? And recency bias versus nostalgia is the biggest battle. But even when you have it with yourself, you're like, like if I was 16, 17 as well, I could hang with you, lot. Peak. But it's like, who do you think is like colder out of that? The two of them, Kaka or Kevin. It's tough.
It's tough, but man,
Kaka was on joints though.
He was, but
do you know what it is? Because I'm gonna go for De Bruyne, because I'm just trying to remember the Kaka moments, and right now I'm just in today, innit? Like, I remember the more De Bruyne moments at the moment. So I'll just say De Bruyne just for that.
Kaka was cold.
I definitely watch more De Bruyne than Kaka. I didn't used to watch AC and that.
AC my favorite team. Like that like 2004 to 2016.
What was that?
That was just like Maldini, Nesta, Gattuso, Pirlo, Seedorf, Shevchenko.
That team was cold.
Cafu.
I even just remember playing that through the games. Man picks AC, you know what man's on.
Like,
come on. That's what you know the team when you're like, oh, that's a cheat. Brazil. There's a couple of them cheat teams. Certain times it's like, you can't pick Barcelona, bro. That's not fair.
It's never been Arsenal or Liverpool, though.
It's your team, and then you just
But that's the thing. It felt better when you won with Liverpool, bruv. I used to be Liverpool, and I was
I'm
smoking.
Man's got Giroud up front.
There's so much in them buttons.
Man's got Walcott on one wing.
It's unspoken. The first time you're playing one of these games with someone, you just go to teams. Man goes to Barcelona, man, like, raw. Barcelona, you know?
Raw.
Oh, is that what you're on?
International. When I picked a club team and you've gone international, what are you doing?
Brazil
against Liverpool.
Why are you doing Brazil, fam?
I was saying, no, can't pick that.
What's that gonna do, bro?
Stop that, bro.
No, man. So, okay, cool. Very quick, because you also got At Home as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, just briefly, what is that? Because I don't even know what it is, but I've seen it as a concept.
Exactly. So this has been kind of the issue with it, where I'm trying to be quick. So it started off as a party, right? It was a late night party. So that's why it's called home. Right. Essentially, it's your last destination. Like, wherever you've been doing, you go home, innit? So we go home for this party. Anyway, so it started as that. But then, like, gradually, what was happening, like, I was getting approached personally to help with projects for certain people, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, a label might be like, oh, I've got this launch, could you put on an event, or can you help? Do you know what I'm saying? So what it was, I needed a company to get paid through, so I just used home
as a company to get paid through.
It's a show company.
So I was using that. So then, but then I thought, well, so maybe it comes a creative agency as well, like consulting and stuff like that. Yeah. So I thought, okay, maybe we can do that. So then along the way, how my mind works in its exogenous is that I'm trying to sell now. Okay, cool. We can do events. We can put together. We can consult. We can create things here for you as if you're a client. So what I'm starting doing, instead of me telling you, I like to show you with anything. So I'm starting to do things as home. Like, okay, let's do a pop up. Let's do an activation, and heavily branded and stuff like. So I don't know. I've worked with Poet and stuff, and he's got an EP launch. So I'm like, okay, cool. Here's a concept. What we do, because this kind of chill vibes music. Let's do let's get like a house, like someone else, like a home, cozy. Everybody takes off their shoes, socks and sliders. We're gonna make some home Vibber sliders, socks. So you come and chill. Everybody's just. You get what I'm saying?
And he did a podcast in that as well.
Yeah, right. No, so that was after that, but I know I'll get to that. So we do that. And I'm like, cool. So this is just like a conceptual moment that we can have, looks good, promote, etc. So then, cool, we do that. And off the back of that, we do this. I wanted to do more stuff. So what I'm in my mind, I'm showing you the services we can create.
Yeah.
So I'm doing more of that. So then we get box part. I get like four or 5 units that are all together. You know that one that's down the side?
Yeah.
By the AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Right. So got that, and I thought let's promote what home does through this. So what we've done is every unit is a room. So I've created a living room, a bathroom, a bedroom, living room, bathroom, bedroom, and like a foyer kind of thing. So color blocked. So it's like pink, yellow, blue, black and white checks, whatever. So created all these rooms in it, like decked them all out, done everything, And looks sick. Visually, it was sick. So once I'm in there doing that, I'm promoting, cool, we can do this kind of stuff for you. So anyway, the whole time I'm doing this thing, people just are wondering, what's home? This home thing just looking sick. Like, it's just this stuff. They're not, and that's down to me, I guess, not really translating that this is services I'm offering that we can do. I'm just trying to show you rather than just tell you in a deck. Because I just feel like it's always a better way to be able to show you. We can build your set, we can do this, do that. So whilst we're doing that, it's just creating it's creating a vibe of its own. So I've put a DJ booth in the shower, and I've opened that up for the duration of the time we're there. I'm like, if you're a DJ, you want to come DJ, just come DJ. So DJs were just coming through DJing through the day. Like, it's got these sick rooms. So it turns into like an Instagram kind of place as well, because you can come just take pictures and like in different rooms and whatever. I'm selling product through there as well. So the socks and the sliders that we can sell them through there. Got ashtrays, got cutlery sets, all branded, iridescent, doing all these things. But for me, it's like, this is what I can do for you. But people are just looking at brand, like home's this brand that you're building.
Like, where can I buy from home?
Right, this is what I'm saying. So I'm like, oh shit, it's getting confusing.
I'm gonna have to be making knives and forks and that.
Here's the thing, what killed me. So my mum, she was on camera talking about my son sells socks now. I don't sell socks. I'm not a socks man. That was just a part, but that's just what she saw and understood. So what was happening was people had different entry points into home. So you might have bought a pair of socks and thought, oh, that's that socks place where I bought them socks. I like them socks. Oh, that's that place where I bought the cutlery. They do cutlery. Them like, it was so many different entry points, and it's not getting understood what it actually is.
Right.
So yeah, I understand when you don't understand what it is, because it's that, and then we'll still do the parties. So like Carnival, for instance, like we will do that every year. I'll do a float, home float. But for me, that's me saying like, this is just like our end of year, mid-year party that we do just to
piggy bank off the carnival.
Do some shit. Nah, but it's like, because I enjoy the carnival, but I created that because obviously know is that enough man don't go to the carnival because it's just a bit problematic for them to go. Just obviously being who they are, not even necessarily like problematic like that, but it's just like people like pictures all day. Oh, that's thingy.
Claustrophobic. All that
Come,
let's
have, we just have a space where we can just party.
On the
you can
float
take in
as
the
well.
carnival, a free bar all day. There's toilets. We just going mad. Like just have vibes. And we do the carnival. So that starts going mad. You get what I'm saying? To the point where that everybody comes on the float now. Do you get what I'm saying? I get calls from America in August when it's like, oh, can such and such artist come on the float? Can 1 year, if Will Smith wants to come on the float, how does that happen? I said, yo, I don't know. I think in my head, I don't know. Because that's a whole procedure now. That's security, exit points, entry points.
When does he get onto the float?
Like I don't know that. We just board and we go. And when it stops, we get off. The most I provide was at one point was instead of us having to walk and people having to walk out and walk, I had a coach set up for us.
Right.
So we get off and we can jump straight on the coach, and that drives us out of the carnival into it's just out of the way. But that's all I could offer. So I just didn't know. He didn't end up coming, but like his team came, like so people that were with him because he was in the country filming at the time on the road.
Right.
I think he was doing Aladdin or something like that. So they came, they turned out. This year we had what's her name? Something Doll.
Cash Doll? Dream Doll?
Dream Doll.
Okay.
Dream Doll came on.
Got you.
Yeah, like Mo comes. All the man them come on, you know.
You invited us as well.
Yeah, of course.
You invited us. I just think we went
you know what I mean?
around.
I'll try and do things around it. Like so, with this year, the Jamaica national football team wanted to come on the women after their good run in the thing. So that was sick. So we patterned that and we made that a whole thing. Changed up the banner a bit, included them more in it. I thought, well, invites are gonna be Jamaica shirts.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. Everyone just, you know what I mean? And we just put a box together. So yeah, man, it's just. I look at it, it's just a place where I just create.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like, I wanted it to be a thing where man create for other people, and that's still a service if you want it.
Yeah.
But it's like if you want to just come to a party, just come to a party as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it just turns into that. So Home is essentially a creative agency. That's all. But
couple shubs and that.
Home is a hyphenate in itself, man.
It's
everything.
It just gets misconstrued. And that is my fault, really. So that's why I stopped on the product stuff as well. I said, let me stop selling product because that's just throwing everyone off. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? Let me stop doing that and then just try and just do these things. So we end up doing things for like BET, like for brands and stuff every now and again. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's cool. Yeah. And just want to do more of that. Do you know what I mean? Just build a team around that.
That's the vibe.
Just create,
That's
bro.
the
You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. Any tips on whether it be building a brand or any life lessons?
I ain't really got the tips because I'm not the guy that's, come through and had it patterned and had it all figured out. Like, I'll do it and I'm working it out while I'm doing it. I guess the only thing I always do is I always just getting stuff that is what is my genuine passion. Like, I'm not good at. I don't do property and shit like that. That's just not been my interest. You know what I'm saying? It's not what I'm passionate about. I mean, I will just to go and make some money and shit, but like, do you know what I mean? That doesn't drive me. Just make money. Like when I like to be creative. My ideal world is make money off of what I can create. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just doing it that way. So like everything I do, like. It's footwear stuff. It's like some people ask me questions about business things that they've got, and I'm thinking I'm not even into that. Like I don't know how you attack that like that. I ain't got no drive for that.
Needs to be
what I'm saying. So
it.
I'll just say that it's it's got to really love what you do, like what you're trying to do, because it's gonna get tough and it's gonna it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be like seem pointless at times. The only thing that's gonna keep you there is like if you actually loved it from the beginning. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, perfect. Appreciate you coming through,
Thank
Jay.
you,
Big up, man.
Big up Hyphener at Home and anything else going on. Silent Partner and all them vibes. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for watching Money Fridays. Make sure you don't blow that money this weekend. You know the way to spend it.
You know what I'm saying? Just put it long hair. The website's here.
All right, cool, guys.
Peace.